Minnesota Timberwolves, and the Denver Nuggets. Now, here's what I love about Anthony Edwards. He absolutely does everything, Legs. He's jumping with Nikola Jokic.
Well, we saw that dunk the other day. Yeah, who else would be jumping center if not Anthony Edwards?
Anthony Edwards with a big finish here. He's making highlight dunk after highlight dunk.
And playing without Karl Anthony Towns, without Rudy Gobert, without Naz Reid, virtually no centers on their roster except Luke Garza, and Minnesota hung tough.
Legs, talk to me about this Euro for the finish.
This is beautiful right here. I mean, this is where he has improved his game. The patience to decelerate on drives, the maturity and the polish and the finesse offensively, he has added that this year.
You see right there, he's getting the crowd hype, but here's Nikola Jokic, the best player involved for three.
When Denver got serious in the fourth quarter, it was just precision after precision, every single possession. Michael Porter Jr. and Jokic with the kill shots.
Jaden McDaniels dribbles into a three, he hits it, and now this is going to give Anthony Edwards a chance to win the game.
Got interesting here. He catches it, and he catches it too far back in the backcourt, but still about 4 or 5 dribbles, elevates for a three, clean look, just hits front rim, and you can see how disappointed he is. He thought he had that one to go down.
Legs, there's been a ton of talk that Anthony Edwards reminds people of Michael Jordan. He's going to have to start hitting some of those shots if he ever wants that comparison to be a real thing. But who's the biggest threat to the Nuggets in the West?
I don't want this to be a cop-out answer, but the truth of the matter is this. It's easier for me to say who isn't. Like Lakers, Warriors, Suns, and Kings. Those are the 4 teams I don't think are making a run to the conference finals. But all of those other teams absolutely are capable of beating each other. So for me, a lot of it's going to come down to who can avoid the Denver Nuggets bracket. And you don't know what that's going to be because they could be 1, 2, or 3. So you don't know where you need to finish to avoid that. But there's no question that Minnesota belongs in that category, particularly when they get everybody back. Now, Karl Anthony Towns, that's a big if. If they can get him back in time so that he has stamina, he's not on a minutes restriction, and he's ready to go close to 100%, there is no doubt because of what Minnesota does defensively, this is a team that is going to be in every game because their defense gives them chances even on nights that they're not making shots. So I don't mean to cop out and not give a specific team, but I'm telling you, Ryan, I could pull a name out of a hat right now and I can make an argument why each of those 6 teams can make it to the conference finals or lose in the first round. That's how tightly bunched together they are, trying to get on the same plane as Denver. Right now, I think they're on a shelf by themselves.
Yeah, like that was going to be my question. How much of not being able to pinpoint one team is how dominant you believe the Denver Nuggets could be in the playoffs?
They showed it again last night. When they get serious in the fourth quarter, there's no team in the league you trust more to come up and get quality possessions, and that's exactly what they did. Minnesota played tough in this game. They took the lead in the fourth quarter. Denver takes a timeout. They come out of the timeout, and it's just one possession after another where it's Michael Porter Jr., it's Jokic making huge shots, but it's after they've run something to make sure that they get those shots. And the fact that these guys went through it last year and won a title, there is no situation that they are fazed by. The core continuity amongst their starters is as good or better than any team in the NBA, and that's why you still trust Denver more than anybody else when you get into those pressure situations.
I mean, you have to trust Denver because we've seen them do it before, but we got some eye candy with the Pelicans, and you know who I can trust? A Zion Williamson that has lost 25 pounds.
Oh, yeah.
You're going to get a fast break here, and Najee Marshall is going to lob it up over his head. Talk about this finish, Legs.
Goodness. We've never seen somebody quite like this, elevate like this. Like in that package, right, with that size, 6'7", coming in at 265, 270, once he's slimmed down, to get off the floor like that, we just never seen it, Ryan. Now, look, Zion doesn't have as many of these moments as he did when he first came into the league, but I think that's a good thing because I think now he's playing a different style of game that means I think he's less susceptible to being injured. But look, this is what he gives us. This is special. And by the way, the Pelicans are a team that's also in that mix of teams that can potentially.
I will tell you what, listen, I'm from New Orleans, and all of the New Orleans fans are excited about the way Zion's game is improving, but also his health, Legs. What's big this year is he's on the floor in some of these critical moments for the New Orleans Pelicans.
Yeah.